I know I'm very fine, now I'm good. No, I'm just looking at you one day. And I am the same. I know I'm very fine, now I'm good. No, I'm just looking at you one day. I know that I am the same.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to the Small People Show with me, Auntie Vashti, where we laugh, we learn, and we love. It's a brand new day, a brand new week, and of course, I've got a brand new story to share. Good afternoon to all our small people. Some of you guys might be on your way home or you're already home. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to my producer, Timoy.
Good afternoon, Vashti.
You okay?
Yeah, man, I'm good. You?
I'm glad to hear that you're good.
Yeah.
It is good too?
Yeah, man, my day's great.
Awesome. All right, that's good. Good afternoon to Alia. So talk to you. Alrighty. So today I have one of our small people who will be sharing with us today. And I can't wait to get into the show because it's Monday, and every Monday we do some reading. So today we have a small person. His name is Jahari White. He is 9 years old. He attends the St. Benedict Primary School. He loves cars, and his favorite color is blue. Good afternoon, Jahari. Jahari, your mic is muted. Yes, good afternoon. How are you this afternoon?
I am alright.
That's great. How was school today?
It was great
What made it so great?
because I got to learn, I got to laugh, and I got to play with my school friends.
Okay. So, do you have like a favorite subject at school?
I don't have any favorite subject.
Okay, you don't have any favorite, but uh today, what I want you to tell me the subjects you did today.
I did social studies, language arts, and math.
Okay, so tell me something that you learned.
I learned
Mm-hmm.
social studies about our cultural heritage.
Okay. What exactly about it?
I can't exactly remember.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, and I like English language, and you said that you did language arts, right? I love language arts. So tell me something you learned in language arts.
Pronouns.
Pronouns. Okay, give me some examples of pronouns. See, I'm
Like
putting you on the spot,
I,
Yes.
me,
Said,
you,
uh-huh.
and
You, what else?
we.
Oh, okay, good job. I see that you're learning. That's good. And for those who are listening to us now, thank you so much for joining the Small People Show. We're currently live on Facebook and on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. So if you'd like to see Jahari and I, you can join our Facebook live or YouTube live. And so today we are going to do some reading. The title of our story is The Emperor's New Clothes. Are you ready to read, Jahari?
Yes, Auntie Vashti.
And do you love to read?
Yes, I really, really love to read.
You really? That is great. All right, so let's get into it. The Emperor's New Clothes. So, once upon a time, there was an emperor who was very well known. People often know about emperors because they are very rich or very terrible. Sometimes they know about emperors because they are very wise or very good. But people knew about this special emperor because he had so many beautiful clothes. This emperor loved dressing up in all his clothes. Every day he would go riding through the streets just so that people could look at him. When people came to see the emperor at the palace, they often had to wait for a long time. This was because he liked to put on many different things in one day, and he always took a long time to dress. And worst of all, the emperor never thought he had enough clothes. He always wanted more. One day, two men came to the palace. We have heard about your great emperor, they said to the emperor's ministers, and we have come to see him. We make special clothes of the best cloth just for great men like the emperor. The ministers rushed to the emperor to tell him about the men. The emperor was dressing, but he agreed to see the two men right away. The very thought of new clothes made his eyes lit up. The two men met the emperor in his dressing room. The room was very different from other rooms in the palace. Other rooms had lovely pictures on the walls and bright red or gold curtains at the windows, but the emperor's dressing room had gray curtains because he did not want anything to look better than the things he was trying on. On the walls all around the room were clothes of every color. The two men smiled at each other when they saw how much the emperor liked clothes. We make beautiful clothes for great and wise people, the two men said to the emperor, but we do not buy cloth. We make our own. There is a secret to the cloth we make. The emperor began to get excited. Not only could he get some new clothes, but there was a secret about the cloth. Now, Jahari, you can continue.
What is the secret? He asked the men in a low voice. The secret is that our cloth is magic, they answered. Magic, said the emperor in surprise. Tell me about it. The emperor stood close beside the men so that he alone would hear what they had to say. It is magic because only those people who are smart can see the cloth, replied the two men. Those who are foolish will see nothing. This will be a wonderful cloth for a great emperor like you.
Just think of it, said the man. You will find out if people are smart or foolish. So, if your ministers cannot see this cloth, that means they are not fit for their jobs. The emperor smiled and rubbed his hands together as he thought about this. How wonderful, he said to himself. I will know which of my people are fit for the jobs I have given them. So the emperor gave the men a room in the palace where they could work. He also gave them money to start the job. The magic cloth was supposed to be a secret, but soon Everybody in the palace knew about it. They all wanted to find out if they could see the cloth. So, after the men had been working for 3 days, some of the emperor's ministers went to look.
They entered the room where the men were working. The two of them were busy spinning the magic cloth. The emperor's ministers looked all around the room. They looked again, but they saw nothing. The two men who were spinning spoke to them. Isn't this cloth lovely? They said. Look at the gold in it. Aren't the bright colors beautiful? The ministers looked around again, but they still saw nothing. Each minister thought he was not fit for his job, and that all the others could see the cloth.
Oh, yes, it is very beautiful, they all agreed. The emperor heard that his ministers had gone to look at the special cloth. He called them together to ask how the two men were getting on with their work. The ministers did not want the emperor to find out that they were not good enough for their jobs. So they told him that it was the most beautiful cloth they had ever seen. At last, the emperor went to see the cloth for himself. He went along with his ministers to the room where the two men were working. When the two men saw him, they held up their hands as if they were holding up a piece of cloth. We hope you like our magic cloth, great emperor, they said. We have used these lovely colors that will look good on you. This cloth is so beautiful that only a wise emperor like you should have it. The emperor looked, but he saw nothing. His ministers were all smiling and saying how wonderful the cloth was. The emperor believed that his ministers could really see the cloth. What does this mean? He said to himself. I can see nothing, but I am a great emperor. I must not be fit for my job. No one must know that I cannot see the cloth. So he clapped his hands and smiled. It really is very lovely cloth, he said. I can't wait to use it. Then the prime minister spoke to the emperor. Great emperor, he said, this magic cloth is so wonderful that it would be a good thing to put it on for the festival. Oh, yes, agreed all the other ministers. They all wanted the emperor to believe that they could see the cloth. The emperor thought that the cloth must look very beautiful, in truth, so he agreed to use it for the festival. He told the two men to make it into very smart clothes. He knew that many people would see him as he walked through the streets of the festival. On the day of the festival, all the ministers came together to see the emperor dressed in his new clothes. The two men entered the emperor's dressing room. They held up their hands as if they were holding up clothes. Nobody saw anything. Emperor put on his new clothes and turned around and around for everybody to look at him. A wonderful fit, said the two men, and we knew that those colors would look good on you. In truth, we have done our best work for a great emperor. The emperor smiled as he heard these nice words, but when he looked at himself, he could not see the clothes. This is terrible, he thought. I must still not be fit for my job. I cannot let anyone know that I'm really not a wise man. After all, I am the emperor. So he smiled even more and behaved as if he was very happy. There are These are the most beautiful clothes I have ever seen. And as you know, I know all about clothes. You have done very well, he said to the two men. All the ministers were smiling. They saw nothing, but each believed that the others could see the clothes. So they all agreed with their emperor. Beautiful clothes, a wonderful fit, lovely colors, just right for the festival, they all shouted. No one saw the two men as they took their money and left the palace. Everybody was too excited about the festival. Then the emperor and his ministers set off to walk through the town.
Along the sides of the street stood all the people who lived in the town. There were also many other people who had come from all over the country. Everybody had heard about the emperor's new cloth. They all knew that all smart people could see the magic cloth. Along the street come special people, playing and singing festival songs behind them. Came other people dressed in bright colors. They were dancing. Then came the emperors and the ministers. The people were excited. They looked at the emperor. They could not see his cloth, but they clapped and shouted as if they could. Everybody believed that the author
All the other people,
could see the magic cloth. Nobody wanted to look foolish, but at the corner of the street stood a little boy. He had come from the country only that morning, and he had not heard about the emperor's new cloth.
right? And so we will stop here for today. Now tell me, Jahari, if you were the emperor, how would you feel?
I would honestly feel good about myself, and I would tell my workers that they did a great job.
Even though you cannot see the cloth or the clothes?
Yes, I would still say
But okay, yes, you would say that. But how would you feel that you cannot see the cloth at all?
I would feel sad
Okay.
but also angry
Angry? Why angry?
because I would be so mad that the workers could see the cloth,
Uh-huh.
but I couldn't.
But you couldn't. This story is it's really interesting. So what's something you learned from this story though?
I learned that you should always try to be smart, not foolish.
Always try to be smart and not foolish. All right. Did you like the story?
Yes, I liked it very
You
much.
liked it very much. I liked it too. Alrighty. And so, you said that you really love to read, right? Now, I want you to tell me quickly why is reading important? Tell our small people this afternoon why is reading important?
Because if you read, you can get smarter.
And we want to be smart, right? And not foolish. All right, that's a good response. Thank you so much, Jahari. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And before we go, every day is a day, and today is. Can you tell
Monday.
me? That is right. Today is Monday, but guess what? Today is National Chocolate Day. Do you like chocolate?
No, I don't really like chocolate
Really? Why?
because some of the chocolates just have a bittery taste.
Oh, so maybe you're talking about the dark chocolate then, because
Yes,
dark chocolate
exactly.
it has that bitter taste. But if you eat like milk, what's the name? Milk chocolate, I think. It's not bitter. But today is National Chocolate Day, and it is celebrated on the 28th of October every year. It is nothing short of a special tribute to mankind's greatest invention, chocolate. And that's subjective because, I mean, we love chocolate, but we also love pizza, right? Do you like pizza?
Yes, I love pizza, especially when it has pepperoni with it.
Ah, you like so do you like the pineapple on the pizza?
Yes, I do, but in America, some people think it's against the law.
It's against the law. What is it really? I love pineapple on pizza. So we're twinning because you love it, I love it. Yeah, I love that's actually my favorite topping, Hawaiian pizza. So chocolate can enhance even the most uh dessert items. So on the other hand, you can get your fix from a simple candy bar. You can try for chocolate with a high uh percentage and low, or you can try out the low added sugar. So some activities that you can do for the day, you can try making your own truffles. So it may seem hard, but it's actually easier than you think. So you can also tour a local chocolate factory. I mean, we don't have a chocolate factory in Jamaica. I don't think we don't have any chocolate factory. No, but it's probably overseas. But I mean, if you're listening and you're overseas, you can, go to a chocolate factory. I'd like to go someday because I love chocolate. You can also share a bar with your friends. Chocolate is amazing. Friends are amazing. And human connection over chocolate is one of the most beautiful things. Most people like chocolate, and really, even if they don't, they'll appreciate the offer to spend a moment with them and chat. So today is National Chocolate Day. And of course, we have a thought for the day, and the thought for today is for every reason it's not possible, there are hundreds of people who have faced the same circumstances and succeeded. And this is from Jack Kane Field. Thank you again, Jahari. Before you go, do you want to say anything to our small people?
No, thank you, Auntie Vashti.
Okay. Do you want to say hi to any of your friends or family members?
Yes, I would.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to say hi to my mother, my father, and my family members who are at the countryside.
Oh, okay, okay. Alrighty. Thank you again, Jahari, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great day at school tomorrow, and I hope we will talk again. Alrighty. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us this afternoon. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and it's Edu Fantastic. On Wednesday, it's Discussion Wednesday. On Thursday, we have Jamaica Up Close, and on Friday, we have Open House. Anything goes. Catch you guys tomorrow. Up next, we have the news. Bye, everyone.